Hi, my name is Alice, and Michael Williams asked me to share a little bit about my experience in the Pro90D program and some of the successes that I've been experiencing so far. Most recently, I got a job offer from a company that I truly admire and have respected for a long time. In fact, I'll be making $60,000 more than my previous job. So I'm very excited about that, and I will share 3 things that I believe helped me get through the job interview to the point where I got the offer. But before I do that, I want to share a little bit about my past. I grew up with speech disfluencies where I would get stuck, negatively anticipate words, and kids would make fun of me for stuttering. So my childhood was kind of rough. It was embarrassing even. But I learned some tricks along the way. I got through high school, college. I even landed a job that I was very, very proud of. I masked my speech disfluency so well that my boss started to give me more responsibilities. He wanted me to present in high pressure situations to stakeholders that I highly respected, and I somehow reverted to my old speaking ways because I would get so anxious and nervous. I started to get stuck, and that was a very embarrassing experience for me. I then started to turn down those responsibilities, and I preferred to take the back seat. It was too much for me. Then I also decided that wasn't a way to live. I wanted to do more. So I sought out answers. I found the Pro90D program. I found Michael Williams and signed up for one-on-one coaching with him. And from the coaching and the Speech Masters program that we have, the virtual Speech Masters program that we have on Saturdays, I learned techniques and skills that have made me really a different person. I started to speak more smoothly. I started to speak with confidence. These were no longer tricks. These were holistic changes that I believe are permanent for me. So I'm going to share 3 things out of the many, but 3 things that I believe helped me through my job interview, as I mentioned before, and that got me to the job offer that I recently received. And these 3 things are being more aware and present. I also learned how to speak with my hands, and I learned how to respond using the VIC-RIC structure. Now, what did being more present do for me? I realized that I wasn't breathing more. I wasn't breathing like I should be breathing to reduce my anxiety and my stress level. I started to realize that I wasn't even breathing at all at times. And so being able to be aware of my breathing helped me become more calm. And being more calm helped me deliver what I needed to say more fluently and more comfortably, actually. The second thing was to speak with my hands. I actually found that I was more fluid in my speech. There was a cadence to it that wasn't there before. So for me, that was a very critical part of my new smooth speaking style. And I've had these arms all along, and so that was very important to me. The third thing was that I started to use the VIC-RIC structure. When being interviewed, I realized that in the past, I would be too much in my head thinking about what I needed to say to the interviewer. And I realized that being more present, first of all, going back to number 1, also helped me listen more. And so when I listened to what the interviewer was asking me, I was able to respond in the VIC and RIC format. Now, for those people that don't remember what VIC and RIC mean, the V stands for value, I impact, C clarity. R is for relevancy, I impact, and C, you guessed it, clarity. and being able to respond in a way that I was communicating information that was of value to the interviewer and that was also relevant to the role that they wanted to fill was something that I focused on. And I do believe those are the things that actually got me to the last stage of the interviews and also to the job offer that I received. I'm so proud of myself for doing the work. I know there's more to do, but I've seen the results, and I'm so proud to share with you guys that if you stick to it and you believe in yourself, you too can probably get there. I actually know you'll get there. Thank you for listening.